What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a little game called Farm Together. My name is Splat, and I'm very happy to have you here today. This is supposed to be kind of a relaxing, zen-like farming game, from what I understand about it. None of the combat or battle or anything else like that. Instead, you're just going to be hanging out and growing some crops. And that sounds pretty good to me. In addition, you can also do it with friends if you really, really want to. And what's better than doing it with friends? So, let's go ahead and create our farm. Which name would you like to use for this farm? Chestnut Ranch. Nah, I'm not about that life. I think we're going to be called the Diggadirt Farm. There we go. Diggadirt. Creating my game, apparently. All right, well, let's get it all nice and unboxed and see what's going on. So, what's going on in here? What's cracking? What's going on? We apparently are a lady. And so, you have come to the Farm Together tutorial. You can move faster by pressing, okay, we can right-click to run around a little bit quicker, and then we can use the camera and be like, zippity-zoop-bop, and throw that thing all over the place. And it tells you what you're on top of right now. Okay. Oops. I don't even know what I just did. I was just pushing buttons. We can also change our camera distance. Oh, you can go to like a top-down view, too. That's pretty good. I like how everything's vaguely shiny. This field looks like it's made out of poo, though. It looks like it's made out of poo strudel. Try switching it a few times. There we go. Now we're going to plant some lettuces. The first thing we need is to plow some land. Go to an empty tile and play. Okay. Sounds like a plan to me. Is this like all my farm? Like is this entire area mine? Or like what's up with this? I don't know. I'll make a little farm over here. Yeah! Hoe that thing! There we go. Oh, it costs us money to hoe. Who knew that hoeing was so expensive? We have business expenses, but on the plus side, it'll look better on our tax returns, so there you go. It makes us look more legit as a professional hoer. Huzzah! You're gonna make me do one extra little plowed area, aren't you? This is deeply upsetting and I don't like it. Alright, let's plow this. I'm gonna plow a little bit more just so I can. Now we gotta choose what we want to plant. I would like to do some lettuces. And so lettuces go in the plowed land by walking there and pressing, okay, looks good to me. So there's a lettuce, a little lettuce right there. Dude, we're going to have all the lettuce supplies for like your tacos and your tostadas and everything else. Ooh, we're going to have lettuce for days. But the real question is, do we shred it? Do we leave it like in leaf form? Like, what do we do with the lettuce? Do we soak it in some kind of seasoning? You can stop planting lettuces by right-clicking. Okay, crops will take a while to grow. You can speed up the process by watering them. All right, let's water some crops. Let's do this thing. Did leaves just come off of my farm right there when I did that? Everything looks like it's vaguely wet and sticky, doesn't it? Like the farms, they look like they're a little sticky. Like they look like if you put your hand on them, you'd probably come back with some residue. I don't know, maybe that's the way farms are, though. I didn't grow up on a farm, so I don't know. I grew up in the city, so what do I know about anything? You can move most items to create some space. Go to the well and press Z, and then choose a new place. The well? Where's the well at? Aha, there's the well. I have found it. I am a master cartographer. And so I can press Z and I can just move the well around. Okay. I'm going to centralize the well because that feels like better planning to me. I'm going to put it over here in the middle. And so, pow! Oh, okay. Apparently it requires a jackhammer to install a well. Gotcha. Crops should be ready to harvest soon. And once they are ready, harvest them. I don't think they're ready. They don't look ready to me. They look like they've got some time left before they're going to be ready. Can I, like, water this stuff, too? Is this mine? I'm going to water these things over here. It seems to think that I should be watering these weird little berries over here. And I'm okay with that. And then on this side, it looks like we've got a complete and total other field that we're supposed to be mining. Or not mining. We're supposed to be farming anyways, so I'm going to give that a go, too. Does it cost me money when I use my watering can? Like, why do I need the well? Like, what function does the well have? Is it just, like, decorative? Or do I need to have that? I'm a little interested. I don't know, but I'm a little interested. It also looks like when I was running around, it looks like you can buy neighboring land or something like that, and then you can use it for other purposes. Like, that stony land over there looks like it's got a different biome in it. It's got, like, palm trees and stuff, whereas that one over there has, like, a windmill. I'm sort of curious how that's going to play out in the end. Like, they said that you're kind of like in a pseudo-online world where other people can, like, visit your farms and stuff. But are those farms occupied over there? Like, am I in, like, a never-ending grid of online players? Or am I in my own instance, and then other people can just, like, come around, you know? I'm going to plant... What else do I have? I've got an apple tree. I've got fishies. I've got a vegetable stand. That's probably a good idea. Like, I'm going to be selling some vegetables pretty soon. There's an outhouse, so we can put a toilet in just in case we got to drop a killer farming deuce. Everybody, it always, oh, an asphalt road. I thought that was a lake for a second, or like a pond, so I could go fishing. I guess I was wrong. Yeah, let's do a couple apple trees, I guess. Like, where do apple trees go? The land is not empty. Oh, it has to be like in an area like this. Okay. Yeah, let's do an apple tree over here. I grew up next to an orchard. That was like one of my childhood things is there was peach and apricot orchards where I lived everywhere. They're all gone now. All gone. 30 years later after growing up. The entire thing's like a giant incorporated city now and all the farmland's gone. Doesn't exist anymore. People don't believe me when I tell them that are from there. I'm like, yeah, that used to be like all farmland over there. That used to be a huge orchard. Like that used to be a horse ranch over there. And they're like, really? Because it's like a shopping mall now. And I'm like, I know. I know. That's what happens. What does this thing do? Oh, it just pays me money. It's a magical money well. Well, I've got to get me one of those. It sounds like I've been living my life the wrong way. Like if you've got a magical money well, you got to make that thing work for you. It does reduce the time by like 2 minutes when you water this stuff. So I'm assuming we should have a harvest up in just a minute. I'll let you know when it gets here. Oh, they're starting to pop up. I was out here like watering my lettuces. And my lettuces have grown, and soon we shall create a lettuce imperium where all know that our lettuces are the best. So we've got a quest right there. It looks like we just get flat paid like right at the beginning. I was hoping I would have to take them to market or something though. I don't know. It's kind of fun to take things to market. We also get XP for farming, it looks like. We've got a while on the crops that are over there. Like I think we got vineyards right there. Those have got a long time. The apple trees have got a while. I think the cabbages and the carrots over there have a long time too. So we're not going to be able to do much with it. I'm thinking that like planting in bulk is the way that we really want to get this thing done. Seasons change every 17 minutes. They limit what crops you may plant and trees that give fruit when a specific season starts. Okay, so there's trees we've got to look after. So like what can I plant now that it's... Looks like it's more or less about the same. The land is not plowed? What do you mean the land's not plowed? Looks pretty plowed to me. Oh, we gotta retexture it. Okay. Gotcha. So you can only harvest off of one spot once before you gotta redo it. That makes sense, I guess. I don't know anything about farming, but I'm okay with it. I can feel the zen washing over me right now. Yes, tubers, lettuces, I shall grow you. It's not a complicated game. But it is one of those games that I think is going to soak up a couple of people's lives. Production values seem to be pretty good. The graphics look clean. And the way that the game is orchestrated all seems to be pretty well put together. Like, it's one of those games that I think very much speaks to a certain type of person. If you're into this kind of stuff, you're going to be deep into it. And I definitely expect to see some screenshots of some crazy looking farms in the near future. There we go. Lettuces have been planted. And so now I got to drop that off. And yeah, it takes about 2 minutes off every single time you water them. And I think you can water them like every 45 seconds or so, I think is when it comes up. So if your fields are large enough, it should just be like a big rotation of watering. However, watering plants is not the particularly like stimulating thing that I like to do. I'm hoping we get sprinklers or something at some point that allow this to just be like an automated process. And then I can work on just the creativity of the situation. So I think the well is just to keep you from going broke. I'm fairly positive that's the point of the well. It's to keep you from going broke and using up all of your money and looking dumb. I don't know that for a fact, but that's what it seems like to me. Everything over here needs some watering. What's up with these carrots? How long did they have? Ooh, those are about ready to go. All right, we should have a good little carrot harvest pretty soon. Yeah, I was hoping I would like harvest the carrots and then take them to market or something like that and sell them. Or I don't know, maybe they would be used in crafting recipes. It's not my fault. I'm an indie guy. I want there to be crafting in every... Oh, we got some more lettuces over here. Yay! I guess I'll keep working towards that then. I don't know how long it's going to take before our apple trees start to grow. It looks like they've got some blossoms or something going on over there, which is good because I think that those might be a high margin item. They might get us paid. Perfect. Like, what is the +1? There's like a +1 to tuber thing that it's like giving us +1 eggplants every time we do something over here. So we've got a vegetable stand. It looks like it stores maybe vegetables or like a generic resource. Maybe we are getting something that we can sell at market. I don't know. Let's put this down by the road and we'll see what happens. I'll put this over here. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, buddy. Get it up in there. All right. And so what does this do right here? The vegetable stand. I don't know what that did because the little thing that popped up went really fast. But it looked like it subtracted something and then it did something else. I think we got crystals or something. But I don't really know. Over here, we've got a carrot harvest ready to go. Let's grab some carrots. Definitely one of my least favorite vegetables. Not a big carrot guy. I do like potatoes. I do like onions. And I do like other vegetables like artichokes and whatnot. But I'm not a big carrot guy. I've never seen the attraction of a carrot. It just doesn't taste very good. Like, it gets a little bit, it gets like marginally better when you put it in like stews and you put it with other stuff. But even so, it's kind of a remedial vegetable that doesn't taste very good. Like, and see, part of that, I think I'd like to blame it on the tomato lobby. You know, tomatoes are fruits, and yet they're so flavorful, and they've got like so much texture and everything to them that they just like blow all the other vegetables out of the water when you put them in things. I'm not a raw tomato guy. I don't like raw tomatoes. I think raw tomatoes are gross. They taste like a dumpster smells. But that being said, I'll probably plant like all carrots over here. Like, yeah, let's just go in on like a big old carrot field over here. I don't know if we'll have the money for it, but we're doubling our money each time we do a harvest. So realistically, it can't be that bad. Like, it's gotta be alright. So on the carrot field over here, it's going to be like 15-20 minutes before these things are done. However, it does look like we might almost be ready for an apple harvest over there. Those apples are getting pretty large and shiny. They're looking like the kind of thing that might be used in a folktale to perhaps poison a princess or something. Was Snow White a princess? I can't remember now. Like, was she royalty? Or was she just like some girl that got picked up by a bunch of short dudes in the middle of a forest? That's going to bother me. I'm going to go look it up now. Either way, she got fed up on an apple, and it was no bueno. But then again, at least she didn't get killed by pricking her finger on like a sewing wheel or something. I read somewhere that actually had like a factual basis or something like that. Like, I read somewhere the story behind that, and I can't remember it now. Like the story of how it was kind of outlawed to like have sewing needles and wheels or whatever. And I can't remember exactly what the story was at this point. But, like, there was, like, some backstory or something like that. And unfortunately, basically, it was one of those situations where there was a rationale behind the folktale and, like, the prevailing culture of the time. And I can't remember what it was now, and it's bothering me. I'm going to have to look it up after this. Yesterday, the thing that bothered me is I couldn't remember, you know, like Joe Pesci in Goodfellas when he shoots that kid at the bar? Yesterday, I couldn't remember what the kid at the bar's name was, and it was driving me nuts. Like, I sat there for like 5 minutes being like, what was that kid's name? Why do I care so much? That was the other part, is I don't understand why I care so much what the kid's name was. But, like, I care, and so eventually I just went and Googled it. His name was Spider. And that was a massive waste of my time. Well, hell, it looks like our apple orchard's ready to go. I wasn't even really paying attention, but yeah, we got apples going on over here. Let's go ahead and pluck those and see what we get paid for that. We get paid $10 on an apple tree. We get 2 XP and we get 1 fruit. I did find our inventory. It's right here. So we have 2 fruits and we have 8 vegetables right now. So you do get kind of like a generic resource whenever you pick these things up that I assume can then be sold at the stall over there at the farmer's market. What we're exchanging those for, whether it's like gold or whatever else, it remains to be seen. I haven't really fiddled around with it too much. But we'll probably be barking up that tree in just a minute. In addition, I'm also going to like rearrange the fields over here. I'd like all the apple trees to be in like one centralized location. And we have apple trees like all over the place. Oh, we are level 3 at lettuce. So we're kind of the lettuce master. Like, we're moving up the lettuce chain of command. We're sort of becoming the lettuce guy, or the lettuce gal, as it were. Just saying. We're getting there. We got it moving right now. If that cabbage come around me, moving, I put a hoe right through him, hoe right through him. Dude, that 50 cent like Fat Joe diss though. What? It went so good. It went so good. Like, I'm not happy with myself for enjoying it, but like, I don't feel proud of myself for enjoying that diss track, but at the same time, like, a deep subconscious part of me was like, heh, got him. Like, way deep down in the back of my mind, it was there. Why am I talking about planting cabbages and then having conversations about 50 Cent? I don't understand what's happening right now to me. I don't know. Weird things happen when you do, like, repetitive Zen tasks. And that's really all this game is. It's you doing repetitive stuff over and over and over again. And for some reason, you're enjoying it because a little meter is filling up and, like, things are happening. I was sort of hoping the game would have some kind of, like, emergent storyline or something like that a la Stardew Valley. But maybe, like, see, there's always the possibility that Stardew Valley has kind of set my standards too high as well. And so, let's grab the remainder of these fruits over here. Oh, we leveled up Apple Tree. Nice. I am a level 2 apple farmer. Never stand against me. My next multi-class takes me up to either Apple Archer or Apple Knight. When the XP is... Oh, man, I don't want that. Go away. That was an accident. See, I just spent my money on dumb stuff I don't need. This is like a reenactment of my real life right now. It's exactly what this is. Just Splat spending money on dumb shit that he doesn't need. Let's go over here and check some of these trees out. We can move these around so that they're actually centralized a little bit better and we don't have to, like, look around for them by pressing the Z key. Oh, it falls off if you do the sprint. Here, let's try that. Will it fall off? There we go. I can sprint this way, and then what I was thinking about doing is we'll actually just keep the orchard going and we'll get it all centralized, and then the orchard will go around the back of the farmland over here so that it's not blocking the view from the road anymore. And I think that'll be, like, really, it'll look good. I think it'll be tasteful, sir. Tasteful. Yeah, I think the rearrangement is what I'm looking at right now, although we did make some money over here. Let's get some more lettuces for the great lettuce god. Put the lettuce before the lettuce throne that we may make godly divine tacos. I'm kind of like in a taco. I had a burrito last night. I had a fajita burrito. It was pretty good. I went to my favorite restaurant last night. I go there probably 3 nights a week. I don't know. It's cheap, and they give me stuff for free all the time because I go in there so much. Like, I've been going there. My family's been going to that restaurant since my granddad was, like, my age. And so, like, everybody there knows us. And so, like, when I go in, you get all kinds of free stuff. And so, like, I don't know. I go in all the time. When you've got to line up on, like, a local Mexican joint that gives you free food all the time, you're like, oh, well, you go in. And then you just, like, tip the waitress whatever she, like, you know, reduce the bill by. That's normally how I do it. And it just seems to work. It keeps me nice and in equilibrium. Huh. This season seems to have, like, some weird amount of choppiness going on. I don't know if that's just, like, inherent in the game. But it's not the recording software. It seems to just be going choppy right now. Maybe it's linked to the rain. I really don't know. It's kind of a weird thing to have happen, but I'm glad that it happened during the impressions video, so at least you can be aware of it before you decide to purchase. I'm assuming it's like an optimization thing, or I don't know what happened right there. Either way, we'll come back once it stops because it's obnoxious. Well, I'm wondering if the game has like a... I had to restart the game, actually. I just restarted it real fast to see what would happen. And I'm wondering if the game has maybe like an exception somewhere that's not like terminating, or like a string somewhere that's just like doing its thing, or maybe it's got like a little tiny memory leak or something. I don't know. But it chopped up like... The game didn't crash, however. It just went into like a weird, I don't know, slideshow mode. Restarting the game seems to have fixed it right back up, but that's the kind of stuff that you want to be appraised of because this is an impressions channel. That's what I do here, is we take a look at games for the first time so that you can decide whether or not you want to buy them. I can't guarantee that'll happen to you, but I do like it when that stuff happens in the middle of an episode so that, like, I don't get caught off guard. You know, telling people to go out and check out a cool game and then, like, yo, it won't run. It, like, I don't know, has a memory leak or something. I always feel guilty. I feel like an asshole. I feel like it's my fault. I feel like a douchebag. So at least now you know. And knowing is half of the battle for G.I. Joe. My name is Splattercat. This game is called Farm Together. We are out of time for the day. It's been a lot of fun. I think this game is pretty cool. I'd like to see a few more social aspects, or like maybe... I don't know, though. Like, if we go to the crafting menu, it looks like there's lots of stuff to build. And I don't know how much of this stuff actually has a function. I'm assuming everything in here has, like, a function. So it looks like we can fish. We have, like, a gas depot. It looks like there's going to be chickens and all kinds of other stuff that we can do way on down the line. It's just that we don't have it right now. I'm a little curious about how machinery and everything else happens as well. But it looks like we'll get chickens pretty soon. And so we're almost at level 2. I may do another episode just to see how the game goes. The beginning's a little bit slow, and the beginning's a little bit quiet, and the beginning's easy to pick up on the plus side. They didn't saddle you with too many things to figure out or do in this game. They just give you like a very selected group of tasks that you're supposed to start out with, and I think that was a really good plan as far as that goes. And I'm interested to see where this all goes. Like, I want to see what's on later, because I've seen screenshots of people riding tractors, and people fishing, and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and having, like, big old silos and depots and stuff like that, and I'm kind of wondering how that goes into the gameplay, because as of right now, what we've essentially got is kind of an extended tapper game going on, where instead of just tapping on the screen to get the resources and the money, you've got to wait it out, and you've got to water the crops and whatnot. But I'm interested to see how this is actually going to become a game later on, other than just kind of walking around watering things. And so I think I'll probably end up doing another episode of this. I hope you guys all enjoy it when it happens. But up until then, my name is Splattercat. If you wanted to get the game for yourself, you can get it at the link down below. One last time, the game is called Farm Together, and it seems to be pretty well put together. If I were to throw my hat into the ring, I think I'll probably be playing it a little bit. But if you liked this video, don't forget to leave a like down below. It's the best way to help this video out and maintain me as a content creator here on YouTube. And in fact, if you wanted to hang out with me more, I stream every single day at twitch.tv/SplatterCatGaming for all the stuff that so because I do impressions now on the channel here, I now use the Twitch channel to expand upon the series that I'm doing on the channel. So if I don't have time to play it on the channel, but I do have time to play it on the Twitch stream. For example, right now, we're about 35 hours into Kingdom Come Deliverance. And so if you wanted to see more of that game, that would be up on Twitch TV right now. Not like right now, but 3 o'clock every single day Pacific time. All right, I'll see you all later. Thank you for supporting me over all these years. It's been a blast. I very much enjoyed the company here on the internet, and I will see you all next time. How you doing, everybody?